This is actually a really good place for Team Spirit to potentially pick up a Clockwork here.
Yeah, I like the Clockwork pick.
And the Bane definitely flying this game, and finally we got Ramses 666 on our Sven.
Yep.
Oh, that Curry died! Oh no!
Oh my goodness. Okay, well that happened. That was another Clarity, I believe. Actually, no, it was a Healing Salve and an Ironwood Branch, so they don't count the and then they swapped once they got into game. So maybe playing a little bit of mind games here. They're going to bring Iceberg down to the low ground, lift up. I don't know if they have any more ability to catch him out, but they are at least alacrity up the Rubik to make sure that he gets a little bit more damage there. Very, very odd start.
And First Blood on the Drow Ranger as well. They do get a quick snipe onto the Sven though, with Miracles in Drow, but they have got control in this top lane, it seems though. So Fly as well as Moon just being a bit of a nuisance in the top lane. Afterlife taking a lot of damage and all of a sudden going to get jumped on here by Go Black as well as the OD. Can they take down Fly though? Just one more right click from both will be enough. Two more, they're out of range. And all of a sudden we've got the Spirit Breaker there with the charge. Fly gonna go for a bit of a turn, but here comes our Rubik as well. Lift onto Afterlife. He may be set for the Afterlife very shortly. The heal coming out from Go Black. Is it gonna be enough? He's being blocked up by creeps. He does drop. With the help of both supports on the side of OG, they weren't able to help the OD, unfortunately. And no kill for Spirit as well, as they did try to get Fly on the Vengeful Spirit. Null down bottom. Rest in pieces, Drow. Second death in the row.
What is
harassment coming out from Miracle, but the lanes for Spirit, how would you say the lanes are going for either side? Oh goodness, Iceberg.
He's going to end up falling here. Does dodge the strike. Actually, he's going to be able to survive with the regen rune. My goodness gracious. And now the turnaround, being able to throw out the arcane. Man, that regen rune coming in full effect. Also has a full bottle now and is going to be able to kill off Fly. I think one more hit is going to do it, and Bane gets that kill. Before that necessarily has to, though, because once he does get that level 6 up or starts leveling the Sanity's Eclipse, depending on how he wants to do it, you can still be really, really effective with that, as we do see Iceberg drop pretty low in the mid lane. I think that he is going to die here, bottling up. Nice defensive Nightmare. Always want to fly the turnaround. They do end up popping the Fairy Fire, but in the end they end up getting the kill. He can...
Where Fly is. And they're all going to get into position for this as well, so here we go. Drow coming, going to go for a silence straight into Ramses. Hits him twice and he just backs up. Now all of a sudden, here comes a charge onto Fly, and 4 heroes converging onto a support. That's a dead Bane, or is he? He should be dead. Rest in pieces.
Oh, he had already used up all of his mana. Sort of what he is than necessarily the offlane position. I think that pretty much what their thoughts are is they're banking on the Sven carry in the later stages, as we do end up seeing the Nightmare there. On the Miracle, we do have rotations on him from Fly. They're going to be able to lift. Do stack up the stuns, though. Iceberg is still going to fall, but they do end up getting the kill in the end on the Invoker after he was able, on the Zeus rather, after he was able to kill off the Invoker. And that looks like Always Wanna Fly is going to die. Also, Nether Strike onto Gold Black. He is going to drop no invis, no mana, no nothing. And a quick 3-for-1 trade, very all out on his own. This is not going to end well. This is the most dead OD I've seen in a while. Charge goes through. There's the Wave of Terror. There's going to be the Nether Strike. Ends up getting it off at the end. And oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. He did not keep Pat. What are your thoughts?
EKB. Well, considering they have a team like this, like you're always going to have the swap. Yeah. So it's not mandatory. Afterlife should be dying, but there's going to be a quick save here from Always Wanna Fly, but they're going to lose Afterlife anyway with the stolen Stormhammer. Cryptid says, okay, screw that. I'm going to take both of you.
He did end up going treads, but I don't know. It seems fairly okay. You get the bonus armor that comes out from that also, and now he's going to make sure he gets that mech off because he's got the...
Find openings from OG, because we've been following Spirit for all of our games for today, and we see that they do have potential in having some really great teamfight execution. It's just if they can find the openings. Afterlife can be sent back to the grave. Rest in pieces, OG. For 40 seconds you can sit there and think...
It does come back to, again, maybe Gold Black finding a good initiation. If he's able to get the overclock off, they're in a much better situation then. That in and of itself is really hard, and I would have loved to maybe maybe even see him go for Blink Dagger this game instead. There's the charge through. Hits onto 3. They do end up getting a huge amount of damage on out, though. Maybe a turnaround. Overgrowth onto 2. They're doing a lot of cleave damage. There's going to be the turnaround with the Sandy's Eclipse also, and all of a sudden 4 heroes are dead on the side of OG. There is the Aegis popped. OG Miracle is going to end up going down. A couple more right clicks, still staying alive with the Stormhammer still in. They're going to get another 2-person stun off the back of the telekinesis. OG Miracle trying to get out of there. They do have another Thunderbolt in 2 seconds. Not very fast with that one, as they are going to be able to turn this back around. Looks like Crit's going to fall, as is Miracle, and my goodness gracious, again, the cleave that came out from Sven. This grouped together too much. They underestimated the amount of damage that Team Spirit was able to dole out. I don't know if they're going to be able to replicate that kind of success again, though.
It's all up to Team Spirit. So there's a charge. They're going to jump right onto Iceberg. They're going to be Astral to keep him alive, but 3-man stun coming up from the Rubik. It was stolen. Iceberg going to be hit a little bit more. He should be dropping here. BKB under Ramses. Going to try and jump onto No Tail, but unfortunately he duped him into the tree line. Now trying to fight up against Miracle, but Miracle's actually chopping through him quite a bit, and here comes No Tail trying to do whatever he can, but unfortunately there comes Go Black with a beautiful overgrowth, and all of a sudden they do finish up the OD, and now Go Black's in trouble. This could be a complete team wipe in the opposite direction. No detection. They can't see the tree. He is invisible among his brethren, and only Go Black will be the lone survivor, and never mind, they found him with the sentry on. He walked into it, and we have a topsy.
He's not afraid to tank the tower. He got Pain coming back into it. Oh my goodness, what a weird freaking collection of games. They are going to get the grip off, but immediately canceled. Sunstrike is going to hit, and Invoker gets the kill. They cancel a secondary TP because they don't want to.
Yeah. But this T1 tower will help at least. So T1 going in the way of Team Spirit, slowly crawling back into this game, whereas OG, they didn't really defend because they want. For now.
I cannot argue with that logic at all.
But for now, we're just gonna have OG just slowly chipping away at this mid T3 tower. Spirit, they're gonna. Oh, they go for a quick swap. They want to Iceberg. There's a lift as well, and he's immediately gonna be blown up. But there goes the overgrowth. Gonna do anything? Iceberg didn't die. He actually managed to get out of there. They get a quick kill onto the Vengeful Spirit, and all of a sudden, they're gonna try and go for a quick jump onto Ramses. He was isolated by himself. They do lose the Sven right off the bat, though. It's a Vengeful Spirit for a Sven. All of a sudden, quick Astral by the Afterlife, but unfortunately that's going to kill his teammate off, as Go Black won't live for that much longer. OG is going to be dropping in the hands of Moon. Now Iceberg going to be by himself, going to try and get a quick kill. Yeah, can he get a kill onto Crit though? Going to be lifted up. Crit. Nope. And he dies. Could have been a hero.
Really nicely done.
Unfortunately, they lost their Raxes, and then you take a look at this Delta split from OG. One down bottom, one up top, and these T3 towers are not going to be up for very long.
It's just such a good play by them. They realize what they need to do. Iceberg actually is taking too much damage, 300 hop almost. He needs to get out of there. Almost was able to turn around and kill off Miracle there, but unfortunately Miracle actually is going to end up denying himself with Aegis with the last hit of the tower. Really, really well played, and now they're in a situation where they take off one of the barracks, the ranged one down in bottom, and I think that Miracle's going to be able to armor coming in, and yeah, he should be okay to only lose the one in that bottom lane.
It's still so much damage done. Oh god, Miracle. Just deafening blast and right clicks. Guy hits like a truck. Mini swap from life. I'm gonna keep his teammate alive for a little bit longer, and there we see the mechanism working. Miracles onto Miracle. And Fly will give his life away just to save his teammate, but it is the Invoker. So it's Fly's job here. Rest in pieces. Their base is in shambles.
Really well done. They're pinging it out now. They're ready to keep on going. If they're able to kill off the tree here, that'd be pretty freaking huge. Another strike a second time through, scaling a little bit more. That was Leech Seed that ended up getting taken. Overgrowth still does get off. Iceberg in the meantime is continuing to try and hit away here. Eul's Scepter keeping him alive, and Afterlife has come on in to try and be able to kill him off. Nice Astral Imprisonment keeping him there. Gets pushed on up towards the high ground. Is going to be able to turn around and start dealing damage to Moon, but I'm not sure if it's enough. Atos out one time through. Crit ends up falling. Meanwhile, Team Spirit are coming back at it. They want to see if they can take him on out here. They don't have the ability to quite catch up. Dust does just hit Moon on the very edge of it. Charge through onto 4. Might be able to get out of this one. No! Gets interrupted there by Zeus, and he is going to end up falling. Sunstrike through to kill off Afterlife. What a freaking player.
Wow.
Invoker.
Oh, there's a left there. They spotted at Godblack. Do they have detection? No, he walks out Sentry Ward. Oh, they get the swap there. Can they catch out Godblack? He's pretty much dead.
What a
Oh.
play by Fly.
Very good play. No, the OG have been in their jungle for quite a bit, so they did put a lot of trees down, and then OG said, okay, we're not going to deal with these shenanigans now, we want the Roche. Oh, can they actually catch out Moon? No, they can't actually. An immediate charge, moving into the top lane it seems, and everyone on Spirit, they're going to try and go for a grip. They might be able to kill off Moon, but the rest of OG, are they coming in from behind? They go Black coming in. Dust has been deployed, and they do have vision of the Vengeful Spirit. Can they actually kill it off in time? It looks like everyone on OG have just pretty much split out of this, and they're going to let their allies drop as 2 on OG are dead, and the Roche has quite literally respawned.
They do have the eyes in the forest tree right here in front of the Roche pit. This could be so significant if they're able to make this happen, and it does look like the Drow is going to end up getting taken out right at the start.
They need God strength. They need it so badly.
They might be able to get a big overgrowth off, continuing to hit away. Miracle is going to get caught up in the middle of all of it. Right clicks abound, but not enough damage. Afterlife on the backlines trying to be able to take out Drow Ranger. Not quite time. He is going to be able to kill off the Sven. Meanwhile, everybody on the side of Team Spirit is dying. The only person left alive is going to be Iceberg, as well as the Bane, who's very shortly going to die as well. 5 heroes end up going down, and Team Spirit can only look on in abject horror as their Roshan is dead, their base is soon to be dead.
Strength that's on cooldown, and I may as well kill him before it's off cooldown. So they just did it. Now T4s are under siege, and first one's going to drop for shortly, and here comes the Sven, straight away stun, only onto him, but he gets immediately lifted. He has no BKB for 6 seconds. If he dies, that's it. GG, I think. I preemptively called it, but this is pretty much it for Spirit.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's a GG.
Yeah, that was just at the same time, like you can say, all right, they didn't do the best job in the world. They probably shouldn't have gone for that Roshan. They had to do something. Like, there was no way that they just sort of surround there. So you've got to at least force those buybacks. Maybe you could argue that they could have sort of retreated back to their own secret shop and waited for God's strength to go back up. And maybe OG doesn't quite commit immediately for the Roshan. But I think that they were already too far deep in a hole to not go for a